All right, greetings everybody. Welcome back to A Team Trading Strategies, and this is Jerry here, and welcome to our was it Tuesday night Taco Tuesday night overnight trading session. So yeah, kind of a weird start to the day. As you can see, we started off on a pretty good pump from previous day's close. We had a down day. And we had a pump up here. So we've been hanging out. It seems we've been going sideways ever since. I am going to say we're going down. That's just my personal bias. But that's what I see so far. So, still in a lion market here. Woohoo. Okay. Let's move this guy over. I'm just going to get set up. Getting started a little later tonight, but that's alright. We're going to get her started here. So, let's see on the daily, right? We're looking at the daily. Yes, we are. So, had a little breakout on this new candle, but no volume just yet, just the start of the overnight session. And we're looking at a pretty crazy candle developing here so far. So we're gonna have to see where we're at. We're at the upper end of this range of the previous day's previous high. Let's see what is it? 673.25. Okay, 673.25. We're right there already. That's good. And the low, I think we got that pretty close. 5605 on the dot. On the dot. Okay, back to the 5 minute. So we're still sideways right now. I mean, right now we're on a little bit of a downward slope here. We're going to be testing this key area of support. Our POC's right here. We're right under it. So I'll be right back, and we'll look for our first entry. Okay, folks, so I'm back. I just had to step out for 1 minute. But yeah, so tonight I'm kind of very uncertain about the market right now. Overall, as far as, what is the market maker doing overall? Most of the institutions. I believe they're just propping the prices up, getting ready for a pullback to previous lows. And I think they're just trying to induce liquidity in the market on the buy side, since everybody's on the short side right now, trying to change people's minds, looking for fish to eat, looking for liquidity on the buy side, just so that they can go ahead and snatch them up, enter in short, and bring us down to for the pullback. And we just had India and Pakistan tonight. Possibly starting World War III. Who knows where that's going to go? Much uncertainty. Jerome Powell, he comes out to speak tomorrow after market close. Nobody really has an idea of whether he's gonna be hawkish or dovish on the economy, on his economic outlook, and people always whatever he says usually seems to have a good effect on the momentum of any kind of move. I do believe that we are going down though, so. But again, it's kind of unpredictable. I mean, at the end of the day, you had this here. Let's just remove this for a second. No, not this. Where is it? Right there. So you can see that candle. So after market close, I saw this coming. That was fine. That was normal. That was normal. You know, Trump came out, said, hey, possibly something big announcement. Oh, wait, no, it's not going to be anything big. Who cares? And then we went right back down. And continue on the day, you know, kind of fluctuating, and then boom, drop at the end of the day. But this big candle here, lower volume, but what is this? Just seems like an artificially inflated price to get us back up to this level. Keep us up here in this range tonight before we eventually drop. Open in the middle of this range, probably. I imagine most people are expecting a gap down, but not going to happen. Not going to happen. I don't think. So, we are where we are, ladies and gentlemen. Very uncertain. You got to be brave in this market right now. Too many lines. Let's get some of these lines out of here. Okay. Here we are. And go ahead and move this guy down. You don't need to be there right now. All this key area right here. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Right now we're at the bottom of the RSI. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go in for a quick call. Bouncing off this bottom VWAP up back to the towards the POC. Let's see what the POC is again. Oh yeah, we turned that off, didn't we? Let's turn that back on. See where the POC is for tonight so far. We're below the POC. So, yeah, it might be a good long entry here. We're going to put this down to 2. I don't know if we're ready to drop the floor just yet. So, yeah, I was thinking about tomorrow, you know, and how am I going to play this as far as my options contracts go. Won this morning, you know, we're up to about 600 on our little small account there. Up from 200 trading options contracts. Been on a roll. Every one of my options trades have been a winner so far. I have had to hold intraday sometimes when my timing was a little off. But I sold my put immediately this morning for a big profit. That was good. But now, what's going to happen tomorrow? I have no idea. No clue. I'm even more uncertain now than I was before. We're in a lion's market, right? The only thing is, all these moves, right? This move up over the past couple weeks, no volume at all. I'm not seeing the volume to constitute saying, hey, this is like, we're gone. We're taking off. Nah, I think this is just a pullback. We're getting ready for a pullback. I'm not so sure we could call it a dead cat bounce, but I think it's just a pullback right now. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this guy. Okay. Move our stop down. First entry of the night is going to be a bullish entry. Looking for the POC. Or at least the middle of the VWAP. Because we're so low on the RSI right now. So indications are a little bounce first. Before we continue on with this madness. Okay. There's our little lion. Yeah, I still believe we are transitioning overall from a bearish sentiment to a bullish sentiment, and we're gonna be taking off. I'm not so sure, you know, the big move's just yet. Still waiting on some news, but when that news does come out, you know, it's gonna be like a spring that just pops up for a little while, pull back, consolidate, and then go on back up. But I expect to move down before we go up first. But we're going to see if that happens. You never know. This thing could just be off to the races, you know. Let me see what this red line is all about. I don't know what this is. Previous line I had drawn. We're going to just go ahead and remove that. Don't need it. Don't need it. Just confusing me. Okay, so put another line here. Probably right there. No, no, wrong one. Wrong line. Horizontal line. Do we need one? Nah, I don't think we do. It'll just be overkill, so we'll leave it alone. Delete. Okay. Got the POC right here. So let's just look for a quick scalp, a little bounce, and then we will probably go right back in, going down, because my sentiment right now is downwards we go. But we're just really just chopping it up right now in this channel. No clear indication, right, of which way we're going. So what do you do in such a case? Well, you play the obvious levels, you know, where are we going to bounce from? Where are we going to reject from? Up here, down here, right here. So those are key. We're going to keep our eyes on it. And we're just going to trust our instincts. We're not going to question ourselves too much, not overthink too much. We're going to move our stop up a little bit, save ourselves $100 if we lose. Not planning to lose, but just in case. All right. So there we go. Will it break through this time? But look, got a big red candle. Not much volume though. Not too horrible. And we are seeing a little bit of a wick to the top. You know. But we are very low on the RSI. So purple is above the gold. Indicates to be a bounce. But we'll see. See how she plays out. I was seeing analysis, you know, of all the YouTube traders that I know of online. It's a real mixed bag out there right now. I think they're just as confused as I am. You know, you have one side saying, "Oh yeah, tomorrow we're dropping off. You know, the floor is dropping off this cliff." And I have other guys saying, "No, we're gonna keep going up. Pullback's not gonna happen for a little while. 575 on the spot." Um, so not entirely sure myself. I still lean towards more of a red day tomorrow. I think it's going to be a big one, you know, before we go ahead and bounce back up. But I'm going to be a little patient tomorrow. Usually I go ahead and enter in right at market open sometime, you know, depending on what I see. But usually I'm pretty confident to pull the trigger one way or another. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just wait until we're like about an hour or two in the trading session and see how everything plays out, how everything shakes out. If I still see low volume and we're still floating up, I'm going to be looking for a reversal and a rejection off the high of the day, and then I'm going to enter in my put. Friday, who knows? That's a toss-up right now. Just do not know. Trump's big announcement, whatever it may be, will it have economic impact? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. And we'll have to see how the market reacts to Jerome Powell's speech there. In any case, whatever the move is, big down or big up, I will be looking for the reverse after that's all played out. Because whichever way it does go on Jerome Powell's meeting, and also tomorrow reacting to India and whatever, I don't know what the reaction is going to be to that. I haven't really seen much reaction so far in the overnight. We're still hanging out up here, so hasn't been too drastic yet in the Asian session. But whichever way it goes, you know that's what the market maker wants to do before it goes the opposite way. So, but all indications are pointing to me that the market maker has not had enough buyers, and they're trying to get people to buy. So that's what it shows me. But, you know, what do I know? Just a average Joe like you. I don't have secret information or anything. I can only look at what's presented to me and interpret it the way I interpret it through my own filter. So again, mixed bag out there for tomorrow. I have no idea. It's like a 50-50. Something up, something down. I'm thinking down. I'm thinking these movements, although we have had red candles, red dailies for the past, few, although the candles themselves aren't red, Nevertheless, we did close below the open at each day. So still seeing a lot of artificial, I would call it, artificial propping up of the market lately. So that's my theory. I'm sticking to it. I do have a bearish bias tonight, even though I did enter into a call. I'm expecting this bounce. It may not come. May not come, folks. So who knows? We may just break through before we come back up. Do not know yet. It'd be my luck, right? I come in right at the time where, oh yeah, we got this nice channel forming, and then right down to make me lose my first trade. But we have been doing good on this paper account so far. You know, treating it like a $10,000 account at 90,000, we bust. But you know, we're almost up. If you just take 10,000, but just about 42% right now, so not bad. And we're limiting our losses by just limiting ourselves to $500 a trade. Okay. I don't look at ticks or nothing. I just look at dollar amount. Because just depending, I may just enter in one contract, have a longer stop, within 500, but it's always 500. Four contracts, if I'm super confident with a tight stop. And then two contracts is just, in between. So we'll see what happens. I may just go ahead and cut my losses here and exit if this doesn't break through within the next 10 minutes. But we'll have to revisit it. Anyway, we're just going to wait and see. So what I will be looking for, just examining these candles again, I will be looking for a drop to recover this huge candle that started the day. So that's what I am looking for. We could go ahead and mark off the high of this session. Go ahead and do this. I believe that is our high. Actually, no, our high is actually way up there. Okay, gonna mark that off with green. Getting close to my stop. Let's see if that bottom band defends me here. I don't know. And I guess my low is actually where we started. Down here. We'll mark that red. Actually, it's way down here. My goodness, what a move. What a move. What a move that was. I think it's right here. We got a big old green candle, but I think that's just a deception. Just a manufactured deception. And I think a lot of people are falling for it from what I've seen. So look, there we go. It busted my stop. So on our way down, I do believe. I'm not going to go ahead and, you know what? We're going to do this. Let's DCA off the next bounce. We're going to go sell. We're going to put our stop up here as far as we can. As much as our limits allow us to. RSI is still way down here though. That's why I decided to go long, but maybe I should have just waited. But we will increase our position once we have a little bounce. Hopefully we don't get stopped out, but maybe go sideways a little bit. And then I'll add another one. But this could be it. This could be our break right here. So let's go to the 1 minute. Look for a better entry. It's going to come down to a granular view. The 1 minute. And once we see this peter out a little bit, let's see how she acts off of this. Let's see, we got 15 seconds left on this candle. It's looking like pretty bearish right now. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger there. We got 2 contracts in. We'll put our stop there. I'm just going to expect resistance off of there. I don't like that RSI right now, but hey, what are you going to do? Market's doing what it wants to do. I want to get in a trade or two. I don't want a tradeless night. So we start off losers because we're going against the grain here. You know, but yeah, I don't know. All signs point me to big fake out here. You know, just whoop, coming right back down. But we'll see. Let's go back to the 5-minute. Big candle there. Big wick to the bottom. So I'm thinking that's just a little relief there. A little relief. But I do believe we are on our way down. And I don't know how far we're going to go down. Because, I mean, tonight, what do you got? Nothing here. You just got this one big green candle. You know? A false bull flag, it looks like to be. But, you know, how much credence do you give an overnight move like that? I have no clue. Maybe that's a lot of institutions just taking profit real quick, but I don't know. Even then, the volume isn't that great on that. 11,000. I mean, pretty big for an overnight session, but still not very large compared to these back here. You know, especially during the regular trading hours. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is comparable. Well, maybe it is comparable still. This 5-minute candle. Yeah, as I said, I'm utterly confused right now. But you got to be brave and just stick to whatever you guess. Take your best guess and just go with it. We're learning. Paper trading. So I see a relief bounce coming. I don't think it's going to break this bottom band. I think that's just going to be resistance now to reject. At least I'm hoping. Lots of volume coming in on that, but to me, that's just artificial support for now. We're going to probably channel a little bit, you know, consolidate sideways, and then go on down. If we do get stopped out here, I'm going to come right back in for 2 more contracts. So we may lose, right? We may lose a lot, but we're going to get that big swing eventually. And the goal is just to have your profits outweigh your losses in the end. So we might go ahead and see a break here. Nope, not yet. Not yet. And as this VWAP comes down, we may be able to add into our position if we channel enough. Don't know. But I do see a lot of selling pressure so far to the downside. So I don't know, maybe hopefully over yesterday's trading and the day before that and over this past couple of weeks, the old institutions have gotten the buyers they've needed. If not, we're still going to see artificial support bouncing these prices, floating these prices up just a little higher into the supply zone. But I'm thinking the way it's behaving tonight, this might be the last hurrah. And we're going to finally complete that pullback that we've been needing so desperately for a little while. But we'll see. We're going to let this play out. And as I said, if I get stopped out, I'm going to be right back in it. Well, I say this, right? My prediction is, from what I've been seeing, once we do break, once we do go down, and the bulls give this up, or the big money gives it up, retail's going to take this down really fast, back down to the normal levels, normal levels, and you'll probably see a lot of people change their minds that were saying, "Oh, we're going to just be going up today," and they'll be changing up their game plan come morning time. If it does play out that way, if we do have a significant drop, then yeah, I will probably go ahead and pull the trigger a little early. But otherwise, if we still are in this range of the previous high of day and previous low, and we're still showing a green candle on the daily, I may just go ahead and pull the trigger early. Or, I mean, I may just go ahead and wait still. But if we're seeing red and we get a bounce up early, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger and just buy a stop. But yeah, it looks like we're on our way down. As soon as the bearish support, I mean, as soon as the bullish support just breaks and gives up, and we're gonna give back all that candle here. So that's the type of trade I'm expecting right now, and we're gonna keep on hammering short until that happens. And too bad we didn't come in while we were still up here. I mean, we were right there, man. But I don't know. I had just turned on the computer and all that. No way I could have just entered in just like that. Okay, so, but we would be sitting pretty right now. We'd have our stops up here somewhere, pretty safe, above the middle of the VWAP and the POC. But we'll see how she plays out down here. Hopefully my theory is right, and we just bounce a little bit. Maybe go back and forth. I would like to see it come down here and then bounce back up and then go back down. If we do see a bounce come down and bounce up again, I will go ahead and add 2 more contracts probably, or maybe just 1. Do not know yet. Or we may just go ahead and FOMO sell and add to our position on the way down. Once that long candle appears, I don't know. We'll just play it by ear. Okay, so we got stopped out. As I said, we're just going to go right back in. This is a much safer spot here. Entered in too early, but that's all right. Let's see, what are we down so far today? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe $1,000, just around there. But we'll see if we can make it up. See if we can make it up. I'm not going to go in for 4. I like where my stop's at. I think we're good right here. Much safer. If we get stopped out, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep on hammering the short side. Because I'm pretty convinced that this isn't the bottom. No, I don't think this is a low. I mean, a lower low. I think this is just a lower low, not a reversal. Not just yet. No volume on that. And a wick on top. The only reason we're bouncing is because we got to get that RSI up, folks, a little bit. So I was hoping that they would just go ahead, go down and just channel a little bit before we went down, but that's okay. So, my style, use as few indicators as possible and just play the levels. Look for consolidation areas and go with the trend. Trend right now is down. For the past, let's see, for the past hour, we've been going down. So all indications to me are we're going down, going to recover that candle. So we'll see. Only time will tell. I am no fortune teller. This could be a very bad night for me. It could be, because I don't know. It's crazy out here, folks. It's tough right now. It's tough. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe a little bounce off of this bottom band here. before we drop, but this could be the pullback. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll just soothe our worried minds with a little bit of guitar noodling. I have to restring this guitar soon. Just remember, folks, we live in a world of lies and pixie dust and illusion. All right? Don't let yourselves get too distracted from what you've already been shown. And yes, things do change. You know, they do. But understand that it's probably the opposite of what all the information you've seen today is telling you. You know? I know I'm quite the contrarian that way, but it served me well so far when I started treating all this stuff that way. When I started to recognize that chart has no reflection on reality at all. It's just a game plan, that's all. And you just got to do your best to guess what that game plan is. And my guess is that overall, we did put in the bottom, you know, probably way further than the market maker planned. That was quite a dramatic move on Liberation Day. But I believe that move down was planned anyway. And that any move up you see right now is just a setup for a normal pullback, so that in hindsight people will say, see, that was just a normal pullback and now we're on our way back up. But on this pullback, the really smart folks are going to be saying, see, I told you we're going to be making new lows. Recession. And then all of a sudden, boom, trade deal with China comes out. And, you know, people believe, oh, yeah, the news just changed. You know, it's so unpredictable. But it's really not. It's really not if you can look past the curtain, so to speak. If you can just get a peek past the curtain and see the guy with the hands on the controls. It's not just one dude. It's not just one organization, of course. But overall, I believe these institutions have similar plans and they're playing similar games. It's just each one has to take their turn on you. And each time that it's their turn, it depends on how well they're able to utilize the propaganda available to them to quickly make their moves up or down before the real intention is played out. And overall, you know, in the long run, it's not to bring it to zero. It's to go ahead and accumulate more long positions in the end for the long term, right? But what's the problem they're facing right now? These prices aren't going to move up without the market maker without them keep buying, right? The market maker is the only one making the market go up right now. It's not retail. Because retail is just scared to death right now with all the propaganda they're subject to and bombarded with every day. Mainly self-inflicted, probably, because, you know, they're taught that. They really do believe that the news determines where the market goes. And so, what are you going to do? Well, I'll tell you what the market maker's doing. And I really do believe this. I say this with conviction. They are inducing more buyers. They're going to make people really think that, hey, no pullback. We're just going straight up from here. And sometimes I see those comments and I'm wondering, is that a bot or what? I don't know. People that talk online, especially in comments, what I see is like the real people really do believe this is going down. And so the market maker's fighting that, which is why I believe we saw that big old green candle. It's really confusing. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. What news came out? Nothing. So, what's that tell you? News does not determine anything. It doesn't tell you whether you're going up or down. All it tells you is how much the momentum is going to be on this move down or up. So, I would say this. When the news turns good, you're going to have a lot of momentum, a lot of pent up momentum, and the bulls are going to be let loose, and retail is going to be pushing it up. And it's going to be the market maker suppressing it, trying to keep it slow, like, oh, hold on. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll just let it go until they have some predetermined level and they got all their positions in and they're just ready to let this thing go, But that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. It's tough, though, with so many opinions, especially the opinions of people that are brainwashed. They do make convincing points because they do have a lot of quote-unquote data points out there to support their bias. We all do. I could reach from afar and do all kinds of crazy research and show you the VIX and show you the history. Oh, this happened in 2020 and blah, 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 blah. Live in the moment, people. The past is the past. We live right now. Understand what is happening in the market right now. And it's just a dance, okay, between big money and you. So understand what they're trying to do to you. Understand their need for you. Not the investor. Not the 401k guy. Not the long-term guy. They need the day trader. They need the intraday trader. They need those people, okay? What we're doing right now, we're on the opposite side of this dance. So as long as you can stay with the herd to an extent, but don't get caught running off the cliff with the herd, run with them till the very end and then turn. And all you gotta do is know where the cliff is. And it's not always just a line on the chart, folks. It's not that. It's just the behavior of the market at a certain moment within a wider context. That's all it is. But hey, we're putting my philosophy to the test right now. We're seeing if we're thinking right. So far, it's worked out for us, And what I said, we still got room to go down, and we've been going down. We've even formed a little channel here. So let's go ahead and draw that channel. I don't like to do this all the time. Well, yeah, I do, but I mean, because people like visual reference, I'll do it. Don't really need it. I mean, you can see where this channel is. It's really tight going down. But ultimately, what are we doing? I mean, we're playing off of levels here, and we're trying to recover this candle. That's what I'm saying. And we still got a good ways to go. Could be just a 3-trade night. We've had 2 losers so far. But 1 loser with the right idea. Just bad timing, bad entry. But hey, if you timed it bad, that's why you have another bet. So you just keep going because the idea hasn't changed. So we're still going down. So maybe just like last night, we're going to see a little bit of bouncing, channeling to the side, and then boop, next level, right? Let's move this up a tad. adjust it a little bit. But, you know, we're not seeing any liquidity going down here. So once that drops, it's going to drop fast. That is my theory as to what's going to happen. I'm going to leave my stop. I'm going to put it down a little bit. Just in case. You just never know. But I think our stop is good right there. It's a big old red candle there. And nothing looks like it's going to be recovering it soon. My guitar needs a little bit of a tune in here. Yeah, that's way sharp. Didn't sound right. There we go. Here, I'll just tune this up real fast. Alrighty. So, we're finding ourselves in the winning end of a trade right now, and that's good. Now, the whole question is, do we just close out right now, or are we still convinced that it's going to break through that support at 5652? I'm still convinced it's going to break, so I'm leaving this in. We reduced our risk to 175. I think that's good. And if it does make such a move on volume to get us up there, to stop me out, I will be reevaluating. But I really don't think it will happen. If it does, we'll see. We'll see what we do. Okay. I'm expecting the drop pretty soon. Down to the next level. Any minute now. Maybe the next candle or two. I would say second candle after this, we're going to see a big red. My prediction. Let's see if this is it. This candle will tell us a lot. If it's going to reverse on us or not. If it breaks that VWAP, then, yeah, we may lose again. But we'll have to see. I'm just seeing a decline in volume on that way up, so all indications to me is this turns red and comes back down. At least taking back that previous candle. One can only hope. But we're in it now. No turning back. No turning back. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. It's keeping that RSI up there. But still under that bottom band of the VWAP. Still in profit on our trade. You know what? Just for now, I move this above here and there. Go 500. Boop. If we lose, we lose. But just in case we get a quick bounce, I don't want to just be losing out for nothing. Let's let it play out. Let's give it some room to breathe. I'm gonna go get some tea, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, still looking good. Still looking good. Maybe adjust this now a little bit. We're not on such a steep decline. There you go. Yeah, that looks a little better, doesn't it? Not that it means anything, but whatever, it's fun. We're on the highway to Highway to Profit Town, okay? Not the highway to hell. We don't want to go there. But let's see how this goes. Going down the yellow brick road. See the Wizard of Oz. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it. RSI is in a much better spot right now, even than when we entered. So I'm expecting a drop. We're just bouncing a little bit off of this bottom band. Yeah, so I'm going to put this right down here. Reduce our risk. If we get stopped out, I'm going to come right back in. Ready to come right back in. We're actually already, man, in our hour, but I don't feel like we've even started yet. So feels like we just got started. So we'll make one or two more trades. I may even add 2 contracts right now. I may even do that. Yeah, you know what? Last trade of the night, we're gonna add 2. Well, that's really close. We're just gonna risk a little bit more than we usually do, just because we're at such a key level here. But I think we're due for a drop. Due for a drop. This channel is just kind of being invalidated a little bit, but you never know. Could just be liquidity sweeps, you know. It's not so steep anymore. Doesn't look so steep, which is why our RSI is up here now. I'm gonna say this is just a little pop up above this. True channel is probably still here. If anybody's actually trend trading, I'm sure many are right now, you know, such as the common practice. And I'm going to just treat that like a little liquidity sweep, a little fake out to build the gas to keep going down. Downtown to Chinatown. Oh, man. So when is that trade deal going to be done, huh? I mean, from the looks of things, from what they're showing us out there, it looks like, for the most part, every country is pretty much lined up to cooperate with us, except for China. It's like they're the last holdout. I guess they want that prominent status, you know, the last survivor, I guess. It's coming at a cost to them, though. No doubt about it. So, how many of you folks out there stand with China, huh? uh, Trump haters, they're so funny, man. I don't really hate Trump, or I don't really, you know, I don't think he's the greatest thing since sliced bread either. I don't think he's the greatest president we've ever had, but man, these people really do get delusional with their Trump hate, you know? So every time I see them make a stock recommendation or anything, or they start to talk in a financial group about Trump and how horrible Elon is, and I always just ask them, you know, so up or down tomorrow? And then whichever way they think, many times they don't even give an answer, but when they do, or they make a stock recommendation, I always really thoroughly examine the opposite, the inverse of what they're saying. That's just me, you know. If I had more money in play, I would have probably gone long on Tesla when all the Elon hate started, you know, just DCAing into the bottom. But that's just me. That's just me. You guys do you, you know. But on the other hand, you know, you have some people so devoted to Trump, they're kind of crazy too. It's like, man, you guys, you know, you have extremes on both ends. That's all I'm saying. And it's probably best to just do inverse of whatever those people say. Because they're blind. You know, they're blind. It happens to all of us. We get blinded sometimes. Especially if you really do think that, you know, the pixels you're seeing on your screen actually is reality. The truth. Of course, you're going to be manipulated and used and abused. So I'm seeing uptick in volume, but a big doge here. That was looking good. I don't know how much further they want to go up here. Maybe up to this support. Maybe we'll experience a little bit of pain, but I really do think that this is going to pay off. So much so, I'm willing to go ahead and wait another hour and enter in again with a better stop if it stops me out up there. I'm just going to look at it as a better price. I do expect if we play our cards right, should be able to get a $10,000 swing on this. That's a very good possibility right now. And this will also tell me a lot about tomorrow, how it's going to play out. I mean, big pump to start the day off, you know, and then gradually just float on down the rest of the day. And when it does, I'm probably going to I'm going to be waiting for the top, wherever I may find it, and pull the trigger. Just going to take some patience. Going to take a lot of watching and paying attention to buyer absorption, seller absorption, volume, all those things. But it could be a big payday if you time it right, which is nearly impossible. I mean, but hey, whatever. It's an options contract, so you got a big range to play with. We're seeing a little bit of a pop on low volume, though. That's what I hate. Oh, come on. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Just go down. Let's see that wick. Come on. That's what I'm saying, folks. It's just a liar's market right now. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You just got to deal with it. It's going to hurt a little bit, too, because I'm sacrificing a little bit more than I would like. Yep. Boom. There it goes. All right. Fine. You jerk. We've lost on every single one of our trades so far, unfortunately. Maybe I'm the one that's the sucker here, huh? Maybe. Maybe I'm the sucker tonight. That's okay. You can't win them all. This candle's about to close. I'm seeing lower volume. So I'm still feeling pretty good about this. I think it's going to work out in our favor eventually, and when it does, it will be big. Even this, that's a big profit swing right here down to this level. Maybe we'll move this up just a tad. There we go. 10 seconds. Okay. No, that's not looking good. That is not looking too awesome. But, hey, what's on our side? The RSI. Divergence is closing between the two averages, so I expect it to flip soon, hopefully. If not, I'm totally wrong, and we're just going to be going up before going down again. I don't expect it to go past this VWAP anymore tonight. I really don't. So let's just see the volume kick in, huh? Let's see the bull squeeze here. Let's get some stops. Interesting stuff. Interesting. Let's go. I don't really see anything to constitute a real reversal here. I mean, not really. I'm still pretty confident it's going to drop, and we're going to see some FOMO selling soon. But with all our losses, I need this to be a pretty big game. And see, folks, this doesn't mean anything. We're just playing off these levels. What really does count is this bottom um, band of the VWAP, the one standard deviation, and these levels. That's all that's in play, and the RSI. Other than that, I say just ignore everything else. Don't worry about the trends. Don't worry about anything. This is just we're getting liquidity, man. Getting liquidity, and market makers going to do it however they can. So don't trust any patterns right now. This market is so crazy. It's transitioning, right? Big opportunity for the market makers to play the little guys if they can get the little guys in. Um, if the little guys are brave enough to play right now, you know, and that's all this is right now. It's just we're building up the gas to make a move one way or the other. I could be totally wrong. I could be on the sucker end of this, and we're just gonna shoot right through. But I'm not thinking so. Look, see how quickly we recovered that, and now we're gonna test the bottom band of the VWAP, and once that breaks through, you're gonna hit a lot of stops down here. Quick move. And the RSI has plenty of room for it too. And we still got 1.5 minutes left on this candle. So, we're going to see. So, I expect to see a drop pretty soon and some stops being taken out and some panic selling going on just for a short time. Bouncing off of that VWAP, the bottom band, which is expected. But once it breaks through that, next stop, 565225. And I'll probably move my stop right above this candle. And hopefully we just have a strong move down. We got room on the RSI right now, so I think we're okay. I'm gonna move this down, make it a profitable one, at least. Our first profitable trade of the night would still leave us negative, but that's okay. I'm expecting a break here. Bulls are defending. They are defending their position. But I don't think that's going to last very much longer. We got still lower volume. We haven't finished yet, and we just started this candle. So 2.5 minutes in now, halfway through. Volume's picked it up. I expect to see the volume increase a little bit here. Maybe not. Maybe low volume again. Do not know. But we're hitting it soon. Whoever's down here got stops right here. Maybe below this candle. Maybe that's what we're searching for right now. But we are under the bottom band of the VWAP now. RSI's looking good. Purple under the gold. I think momentum's on our side. So at the very least, we win 500. And if we get stopped out, I'm just going to go right back in. Because I am convinced this is happening. This is happening. Looks like it. Lower high. Lower low. Little bounce. Dead cat bounce in my opinion. I'm not seeing the speed on this yet, so I don't know where the stops are. Maybe they're not even there. Nah, they're there. I know they're there somewhere underneath this candle. So this is probably a key area right here. Old bulls are probably coming right back in trying to defend their stops, but we'll see. Next candle, I believe is going to be a larger red than this one. We'll see. Well, that was not the close of that candle that I was looking for. So we may actually get stopped out here, but that's okay. It's a winner anyway. And yeah, I'm going to go right back in. I'm still convinced. Like, I don't see anything yet to tell me that we're not dropping. So here we go. Come on. You know you want to do it. Just break on through. See, when I see that kind of stuff, I mean, it doesn't make sense. All I can say is probably market maker wanted to keep it up here for a little while longer. They're like, hold up, hold up. We haven't built our short position just yet. Let's get some more people to start buying. I think a lot of this market has probably been mostly institutions buying and selling to each other. Honestly, I think retail hasn't really been touching this for the past couple of weeks, ever since Liberation Day. And that's why we've had this little bounce on low volume. You know, institutions just buying and selling to each other until retail finally comes in and provides the liquidity they need. Just my guess. Just my guess. Not absolutely 100% sure about anything nowadays, but who can be? All I know is that God is good and Jesus Christ died for our sins and rose from the dead on the third day. That's really all I know for sure. Other than that, hey, could be anything. Anything is possible. But if anybody does happen on this video, if there's anybody watching out there, I don't know if anybody will be. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for obliging me. And I ask that you hit the like button and share and subscribe. You know, I just need to get to 50 subscribers. I could probably just do it with bots, you know, fake accounts and stuff. Pay somebody $100. Hey, give me 50 subscribers so I can go live. But I'm not gonna do that. You know, yeah, it would be cool to get it all set up and trade with an audience, you know, and let them trade with me and be interactive that way. But you know what? Whatever. I'll just do this for my own self development right now. It's fine too. And I'm probably gonna teach my children, you know, the markets, and maybe we'll form our own A team, just me and the fam. But I don't know. I think it would be more successful if more people joined up. I think we could all be together, better together as a team. And I don't care what your philosophies are. You don't have to see things the way I do. I just need to know whether you think we should enter in a short here or a long here or just stay out. That's all I need to know. And, you know, no matter what I may think, I'll just, if we don't have a majority vote, then we don't do it. And that's how it goes. And it's funny, like I invite people to stuff like this all the time, even in politics. You know, I ran a campaign for Senate, and my plan was, hey, I'm just gonna build a polling system on the blockchains, you know, technology, and was gonna let the people just let me, just tell me what to do as their representative. You know, not trying to do my own thing as if I'm like the next messiah or something. Just you guys tell me what to do and I'll represent you. You know, power to the people, man. And it never really took off, and it just blew my mind. I guess people are just set in their ways and they want to be ruled over, you know, by folks that never do what they promise or whatever. And I guess that's just in our nature, you know. It's in our nature to not want to take responsibility for anything and just let other people take care of it for us. But the more we do that, the worse it gets for everybody, you know? And I could be arrogant too and just say, "Oh yeah, well, vote for me because I know everything and I know what's best." But I don't think that's the proper way to go about it, especially if you're running for a legislature position. You ought to represent the people of your district. You ought to represent the people who voted you in to represent them. Now if you're running for the executive branch, like governor or president or something like that, or mayor, whatever, okay, it's a little bit of a different story. You got to figure out how to execute these laws that the legislature passes. Ideally, at the behest of their constituents. It takes a little bit of leadership, and you got to take the lead on that. And sometimes you got to make the tough decisions, the unpopular decisions. Sometimes you got to do that. But as a legislature, as a legislator, either in Congress, either in the House of Representatives or the U.S. Senate, it's a different story. It's a different story. Here we go. Hopefully this is it. Come on. Man, they just don't want to go. I tell you, the market has just been this way, which tells me a lot of breaker orders everywhere. And what that means is, like, retail is trying to push this down. They're selling, right? They know this is going down. But some big money guy out there, some institution, just keeps putting in a buy order. And not a huge one. They don't want to push the price up. They just want to keep it here. So all they do is just, when it comes down, buy. When that order's taken out, that block of orders, another block of orders comes in. Another block, another block, another block. And it's not about them accumulating long positions, although that may be, they could be adding to their long position. But it's really just about getting more buyers in, The more times people see this bounce off, the more they're going to want to try to buy now. Then the more stops are down here. So when those stops build up down here from retail, that's when they go ahead and let, trigger a little sell off. And then everybody starts getting out of their positions, and market maker just buys up those orders, at a loss for retail, unfortunately, for the day trader. But then you'll see, boom, and a lot of volume come in, because all that volume came in on these longs with stops down here. But I suspect once we get past this little level here, we're going to see it go. Just going to see it go. And we'll start printing money if we could just hold out. Just be patient. Ugh. And again, if I do get stopped out here, at least it's a winner and we'll just go right back in. Make it a green night. Come into tomorrow with some positivity, even though there's a bunch of mixed signals out there, but do we trust the signals or do we just trust our fundamentals? I say we just trust our fundamentals. So there we go. Coming right back in immediately. Bring it right above this resistance. So see how that works out. At least that was a winner. So we got a $500 winner, right? Brings us back up above 3,000 on our profit and loss overall. Maybe I was too quick with that, but it's really not about that one single trade. It's about the overall idea that we're going to go down. And I do believe this is going to be a lower high, and it's going to continue this trend. That was on a little bit heavier volume, I will say. So if I get stopped out, maybe we'll just look to go reverse. And maybe we're on our way up, but you never know. That wick is telling me otherwise. But probably a lot of profit taken right there. Bulls just selling out a little early. Could be. And, as traders do it, they wait until another candle or two appears for confirmation, and they miss out. And then they go in late, and they miss out on most of a move. But that's all right. Hey, whatever works for you, If that's how you roll, that's how you roll. It's just, with that, I think you just miss a lot of the market. and you fall into the danger of buying into the high and shorting into the low, which is possible. I could have done that here, but that's just because of where I've entered in on the session. I mean, we could just be forming a channel now. Unfortunately, I got in a little late. I wish I would have gotten in up here on that move, but what are you going to do? So I could be totally wrong and just be paying for my stubbornness here. Have no clue. Boy, looks like we might get stopped out again. Back up to the VWAP maybe? Is that what they want to do? Still, such low volume on this. I don't see a significant breakthrough. This movement still looks weak. Yeah, I may just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and sell again. Go ahead, stop me out. You can't scare me. I don't know. I might just be coming. I just might be a little emotional right now. Even though it is paper trading. But these trades have made me look like a complete idiot. I'm an angry lion. I want to eat, and they're withholding my meal. Come on, let's go. I'm glad to see that rejection though. Maybe my stop is safe. And as soon as I say that, watch that big old green candle show up. I don't know. It's shaky. It's shaky for sure. You know what? If I do get stopped out, I'm going to go in for two. Try to put my stop above the VWAP here and above the POC. Because then I would say, okay, it's coming up to the POC at least. Try to put my stop up here and just DCA. Maybe one contract at a time. That's what we're going to do. One contract at a time. All right. Let's see how this plays out here. Boy, we're getting hammered tonight. Okay, there's one. RSI's coming up though. So as we grow more confident in this idea that yes, it's going to drop, we'll go ahead and keep adding. But man, such a big gap right here for sure. But I could probably enter into another contract and keep my stop up above here. I want to see it bounce off of this again. And if it bounces lower, I'm going to enter in again. Another one. If we play this right, we'll catch the big swing. But then, on the flip side, it's like, what are you doing, man? This is obviously the reversal down here. Lower, higher low, higher high. But then I see this, right? Telling me otherwise. All right, so just flip. I'm going to go ahead and add. Bring this down a little bit. 500. Hopefully it comes down here. We'll lock in some profits. And hopefully we get those stops. I'm tempted to just close it out right now. The way this has been behaving. A little fake out. Do I want to? Do I want to? Do I want to? I feel like that frog on that meme video. Beep boop. Beep boop. All right. About to like go way over leveraged on a meme coin purchase. Looking for the riches. I tell you what, the people out there, they really do have a good sense of humor. I see a lot of funny stuff nowadays with social media. Lots of comedians. Okay, so 200. Really looking for a bigger trade than that. Looking for a bounce. Looking for a bounce. But every time I've been looking for this bounce, I've been getting stopped out. You know what? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough out here, I tell you. Yeah, and since we can't even put this, actually, we're right at the view app. I'll leave it. I'll let her ride. A little consolidation. Looks like a bear flag to me. So I'm gonna look for this level again. If I find that level again, we're just gonna go ahead and go full port. And let this be our last trade of the night. You know, win or lose, no regrets, just improvement. I don't expect it to break this level above here. I'm gonna move this up a little bit, right there. But I still need to see a little bounce, a little bit bigger of a bounce here. We got 1 minute left on this candle. If I see another green on low volume, then I will go in and add to this. I think I got room. I think if I add 2 contracts, I can still move my stop, keep it above this level. If I enter in at the right price. No significant move yet. It wants to go though. But somebody keeps on stopping it. But I know it does want to do it. Okay, we're going in. What was that? Did I do it? Okay, good. Maybe not good, but we'll see. All right, just right above here. 625, a little bigger than I wanted to. But you know what? Peculiar circumstances call for peculiar measures. If we get down here, we could probably lock in somewhat of a profit down here on 4 contracts. I'm expecting it just to break really fast soon. Hopefully sooner than later. It's stressful though. It really is. Especially when you're making losing trade after losing trade. But you're really convinced of your idea. You just keep getting stopped out. I should have probably DCA'd better. You know, if I would have just kept 1 contract, looked at this level, then back up here, you know, just buy another one, and then buy another one, buy another one, probably be in a much better spot. Live and learn, live and learn. I might do that in the future, you know, just have an idea of, hey, you're not at the best entry point right now, but where would that be? And then think of that place and then just DCA into there. That might work out better. I don't know. We'll try it tomorrow night. I just got to remember. But we are below the POC, so I do expect that to serve as resistance. And I do expect it to reject off of there. But you know what? Looking at it, this could actually be the reversal. I mean, I'm seeing more volume on the green candles than the red. That's true. but this green candle was on low volume. But look at that wick there. And then you see this red candle, right? Recovering this green. It is higher in volume though on this, but look at the wick. I mean, where did most of that volume come in? On the way back up or the way down? So that's the question, right? And maybe other indicators could give us a better idea. They do have, I do believe they have a volume indicator candle that you can put on here. Maybe in the future we'll try that out. Maybe it'll just improve us. But you know what? We've been winning overall. So why do I want to keep changing every day? You know, I don't. I think I'm just going to still work on tuning my market senses, trying to find better entries or better methods of getting into a position. You know, I'm not a true scalper. I wouldn't call myself a true scalper. I'm more of a position, short-term position swing trader, you know. But then again, I make so many trades, so what am I? I have no idea. I'm just a guy that clicks buttons, and hopefully at the end of the day, we have more green than red. I think that's the best way to describe myself right now. I'm not that developed yet. So, lesson learned from last time, if I see this turn green and bust above the POC, I might just go ahead and exit real fast. I don't need to lose 625. You know, we don't need to do that. We can change our minds, be adaptable. But I'm not seeing any real breakthrough just yet. Really not. We got, and this candle's about to close, but I don't know. It's looking good. I mean, it is lower, right? This is lower than here. And that is another red candle, a red doge on lower volume. So tells me big money is just keeping us up here for a little while until they don't. And they let the floodgates loose. Lots of bulls are trapped up here. I'm not sure if they took profits, you know, on the bear side. Maybe that was taking profit and it just bounced it up a little further than I would have liked. But let's see. Let's see this come down. Come on. Let's see how it plays. The way this action is, it just makes me wonder if there is no retail in here right now. That's why we're not seeing real quick stop hunts or anything like that. It really just makes me wonder if these stops are actually like way down here, way up here. And I'm just watching institutions buy and sell to themselves right now. I have no idea. But that's entirely possible because the market is so crazy and the environment out there is so crazy right now. I mean, look, we could have possibly seen the start of World War III today. You know, you just never know. You just never know. Two nuclear powers going at it right now, you know. One struck the other with terrorist attack and the other just retaliated today. Who knows what's happening? So much uncertainty out there. The only ones that have any certainty in this market right now are the big institutions because they have the power to move the markets. But hey, if they don't have any players, they don't have any players. And they have to bring this price down before anybody says, "Oh, okay, I guess this is a cheap price here. The correction is done." That's all a quote unquote correction is when retail stops buying and selling. And then the institutions are like, what are we going to do? Well, we're just going to drive it down until they start buying again. That's all. But before they do that, it's always a fake out to the top. Because, again, if you notice, like right before Liberation Day, we had a trend downward already. Right? And then you had a bump up. And if you were just ignoring the tariffs, you know, and the effects of them, you would have just been saying, hey, we should by all technical analysis, just be going up now, you know, recover this loss from February. But we did not, and we just plummeted, you know. And I think that's because of all the propaganda out there, and it shook a lot of sellers and buyers out from February till Liberation Day. And so they decide, well, what are we going to do? Don't let a good crisis go to waste. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people cashed out of their 401ks and their retirement accounts, which may have been a good decision if you're old enough, you know, if you're saving up to be a millionaire in your old age. I don't know what the point of that is. You can't really enjoy $1 million when you're like 80 years old, but whatever. More power to you, man. So their 2 million in their retirement account turned into like $900,000, and they were like, "Oh, we got to get out now," you know, and they just kept on FOMO selling that on the way down. But after that's done, where are the buyers and sellers now? All the traders are out there looking at this, saying, "Uh oh, what do we do now?" Yeah, maybe it's working out that way. But my expectations from everything I've seen tonight so far is that we're not done. We're going back down. We got to recover that big old green candle. And that's just my play. So let's see if it works out. We're about to be 2 hours into this, and we've been losing and losing. And yeah, maybe I am over trading. For sure, probably. But it's a paper account, you know. But we'll see. As long as our winner is big in the end. And we've been counting on this big swing down further. So RSI's in a good spot. Again, I don't think we need to go up any further for this drop. And I'm just expecting right here, we break that bottom band of the VWAP down here, and then we'll see a fast move. If retail is even involved right now, I have no clue. If I was trading my real money on the futures market, I would probably sit out tonight. I knew this was going to be a tough night to trade. And, you know, with so much going on right now, best idea would probably be to just not do this. But for the boys, you know, we're doing it anyway. And we're just going to try to make the best of it in practice till we get good. All right, so that was good. Cool. But I'm not moving my stop yet. Not until I see this bottom band broken. I need to see that broken, and then I'm going to move my stop right above it. And then we see where we go from there. If it does, I have no idea. This could just be whoop, maybe some stops were hunted out right there, and now they're entering back in because they're stubborn like me, and they're just going to bounce back up, stop me out, and I'll be done. You never know, but I'm going to stay positive. Hey, we're going to break. We're going to break that. We're going to break that soon. I mean, look, if it wasn't for this, I would have probably changed my mind. If I would have seen this close like up here on volume, then I'd be like, oh yeah, we're going up for sure. I mean, at least to this POC again. And I would have probably just waited for it to break the POC, see it come down and test this again, and then enter in long. Or just see it come up, lose momentum, and then enter short up here. But I don't know. It really does look like it's weak. It's weak. It's coming down. Hopefully. I'm still convinced. Still convinced. Otherwise, I would just cash out right now. Call it a night. But man, I don't want to. I don't want to miss out on this. Yeah, call it FOMO, whatever. But it's just an idea that I see plain as day in front of me. A big winner. And I just don't want to miss out on a good trade. It's just the timing of the thing. That's all. That's our enemy. But we're learning, right? We're learning. So when we get to a real money account, and if I ever do a prop firm account again, maybe I'll reset that one that I blew that one day. We'll know what to do. We'll know when to be patient, you know, like not try to short when the RSI is way down here. Wait for it to come up again. Look for a lower low, a lower high, and off of resistance, and then go in with a big wick up to the top, and now we're good. You know, maybe we're just learning. We're learning. Every trade, we're learning. That's the most important part. Every day, we're learning. And I think the most important thing to learn is how the market maker works and the mechanics of the market and how the market maker uses day traders to build up liquidity with the overall goal of bringing prices down to get more buyers in. So when everybody is when we're at a low and buyers are ready to buy, that's when the market maker will start cashing in their short positions and start rocketing the market up again. All right, so that's basically how it works. I mean, if you look back at the history of the thing, that's the basic gist of it, as far as I can tell. But again, if any of you are watching and know better, please enlighten me. Leave a comment. So another thing that tells me that there's so much uncertainty in this is how fast, tight those stops are. When you see a fast move like that on low volume, that tells me that, hey, some retailers just got stopped out. Because whoever's shorting down here, they've just been moving their stop down tight. Because they just don't know. This is mixed. It could go up, could go down. There's no real clear direction right now. So I've seen that both ways tonight. So just some things to pay attention to. They want to keep it above this bottom band of the VWAP for now. RSI is coming back up. But our entry, our averaged entry, serving as good resistance right now. So feeling good about it. And that's always a good thing. But let's see. Let's see how this goes. But you'll all also notice that still very low relative volume. That tells me like there's not many retail players. There's not really many retail players in the market right now. It's mostly institutional right now, as far as I see it. Could be wrong. Yeah, if there's anybody trading right now, it would just be people looking for quick scalps on the 1 minute. So maybe it's best to just look at the 1 minute for a second. See what's happening. See, when the volume comes in, it seems like that's when you have a lot of, lots of, what would you call it? Seller absorption when you have more volume. But on the way up, less volume is telling me that the bears, whoever these 1 minute scalpers are that are shorting, they're the ones that keep getting stopped out right now. Because again, you know, since we began this session, we've been in a downward trend. We're still in a downward trend from the day's open. Although the daily would look otherwise, but so we have volume coming in on this red candle. That's good. I think our break's coming soon, hopefully. Let's go back to the 5 minute. And see, that's really tough, right? We're up. Probably should have just went ahead and cashed in down here. And boy, does it turn on you quick. Big old wick to the bottom. That really tells me somebody does not want to go down here. They don't want to do it. And then you got to ask yourself, well, why? Because we need more buyers. That's why. So, I don't know. Could be wrong. This could be a reversal. But I'm just not seeing that. Not just yet. Still low volume on that. Lots of people got stopped out. Man, I don't know. This could be our last losing trade of the night. Would have been a horrible night. But that's okay. You know, you go up, you go down, just like the market itself. It happens. It happens. Just don't let it wreck you too much when you lose. You know, if you lose, you lose. Just learn. We should have learned, right? Maybe our idea was not sound. Like, hey, we were way exhausted. I should really trust this RSI indicator more than I do. But yeah, I mean, we're way down here. RSI's way down here. Why would I short? You know, because I'm impatient and I just want to make a trade and I don't want to miss out on this big move. That's why. But we've already come down a lot from the open. You know, I mean, how much further do we have to go on this? Maybe the move is exhausted, or maybe this is just a big channel that we are consolidating in for a time before we go down again. Who knows? Who knows? But really, horrible trades here. But I got busted out on my long. That's why I changed my mind. I was like, oh no, we're going to go short. And yeah, the market maker just flip flop, really did a number on me tonight. Because right here, where did I enter in? 5662. I got stopped out for loss. And then I got stopped out again. So disappointing. Ugh, so disappointing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead. Go for it, man. We're going to make our swing bigger. I'm really confident in this. I'm willing to. We're still 2,000 up on this entire account. I'm still really confident that this is just fake. I mean, low volume. We're way up here on the RSI. So I'm going to let this be. And we'll see how it goes. I'm still looking for that big move, man. $2,000-$3,000 at least on this trade. Little W, double top. It's coming right up to the VWAP. I expect a rejection off the VWAP. I may even add 4 more contracts and just risk it for the biscuit. Risk it for the biscuit. What's the worst that can happen? I look like a dum-dum. But worst that can happen is I teach you exactly what not to do. Or I could be reinforcing bad habits on your part. So just keep in mind, this is all house money right now. You know, that's how I look at it. Free bet, and I think we have an edge here. Low volume here, really is. I hate to see that. Just a quick move, people getting faked out. People know that this is going down. They get faked out, stopped out. Yeah, does it make me mad? Is this an emotional revenge trade? For sure. For sure. But hey, at least I can acknowledge that. See, they're still doing it. They're still doing it. Man, that's annoying. I almost want to enter in 8 more contracts and just go full bore on this. I'm tempted to. I am very tempted right now. Very tempted. It still just looks like a bear flag. I'm expecting it just to go right back down. But who cares what I expect? We're gonna do it. Boom. Not enough funds to complete this order. Oh, okay. Well, I guess this is it, folks. Can we do 6? We could do 6. I'm gonna risk the full 2,000. That is all the profit I've gained so far. Because that's how confident I am in this trade. RSI is way up here. Come on. How are we going to get stopped out right now? Are we going to get stopped out right now? That would be crazy. But that's okay. If it happens, it happens, man. So now that we're so far into this, I'm going to be looking for a $5,000 trade here. All or nothing. All or nothing. But it gives me a good idea of what's going to happen tomorrow. I may not even enter in any kind of trade with my real money tomorrow. I may just wait until the very end of the day, buy a put, because with this craziness, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? You see a drop, initially we were pumped up, came down, up, down, up, big swings, big swings. So may just have to bide our time tomorrow and really make our trade late in the day, whichever way we want to go. I'm still inclined towards the bearish side right now, looking for the pullback. But with the overall idea of a transition, may just go ahead and buy a call. I don't know. So one thing to learn, right? You feel like a genius when you're right. You feel like an idiot when you're wrong. But don't let yourself get down. Whatever you risk, hey, that's what you're risking. No biggie. If you lose, you lose. But some things I'm going to be watching out for tomorrow is watch out for the market maker. Watch out for their tricks because there's not much retail in play right now. So you just got to be careful. I may even make a 0 DTE play tomorrow and just be patient and look for the drop. The drop's going to come sometime. I haven't seen the significant drop just yet. I'm not going to trust any gaps because right here, the market maker knew everybody looking for this gap, right? Just gap down and looking for that fast plunge and the easy money. And the market maker takes advantage of that. They've been stopping me out one after another. I haven't seen any bulls get stopped out ever since we came down here. So Just been a nonstop bear trap. And I've been trapped because I've been a Care Bear tonight. And I've been paying for it. So I don't want to pay for it tomorrow. So any kind of gaps or anything, any like juicy targets on the board tomorrow, I am going to probably wait until everybody's just shaken out of all that and then short at the top. Either with a 0 DTE if it comes early in the day. I don't think it will. It may not even happen. I might actually go inverse of that and just buy a call, 0 DTE call, and try to profit there. Sell out, look for a put tomorrow. If I was trading on a margin, my plan would probably be whatever juicy target is on the board, go the opposite way, and then sell out and then quickly reverse. Because once that drop comes, man, it's going to be fast and furious. It really is. It's going to be like Liberation Day number 2, looks like. Not quite as bad, I don't think. I think the bottom for the year is in myself. But that's what I'm looking for as far as what I've seen tonight. You know, I use these overnight trading sessions not only to practice futures trading, but to also get a good idea of what the market maker may have in store for us tomorrow, the next day. And it's done me well so far, you know. But let's see if this trade plays out. If it flips that VWAP, I'm in big trouble. Flips this POC, I'm done. I'm done. It's coming right back up here. Stop me out. And we will be at break even. And we'll just reset. And we'll just play small contract sizes from here on out until we build up again. Hopefully we catch those big swings again. And we'll be right back where we were. Hopefully. But valuable lessons learned tonight, so no biggie. I don't mind putting in the time either. Because you can see a lot of what's happening on the macro scale when you, in the details also. In the details of what's going on. See, right here, I would expect stop out, right? A stop hunt, break this, come on down. But it hasn't been doing that tonight at all. It's been coming down, looking like it wants to break, and then boom, right back up. Craziness. Tells me a lot of retail's not in, and institutions are just buying and selling to each other right now, trying to induce more buying, which they will probably succeed tomorrow. We'll probably see a climb up tomorrow before a drastic drop at the end of the day or early the next day. But hey, only time will tell. But one thing on our side, and one of the influences on me to make this trade is the RSI, where it's at. I'm seeing this has to be the end of this move, right? Has to be. I mean, we came down here all the way up here to the other edge of this RSI, and now the purple's under the gold. I mean, so I don't know. It looks to be on my side, but who knows? Could just be building up the gas to go up. Like I was saying down here, I thought it was just building up the gas to go back down. Could be wrong. This could just be a pullback, a relief pullback to just go up further again to come back to this level. Could be. Don't know yet. We'll find out soon enough. There we go. Come on, Care Bears. Make those bullies pay for what they've done to us tonight. We need to get our revenge. I love this stuff. It really is fun when you're not losing your mortgage, you know. It really is fun. Especially when you're winning. And we're on the winning side right now. Hopefully this plays out. Right down here is the key level. If it takes a long time to get down here, I'm just going to exit and just call it a day. But if it gets down here quickly and bounces up, I'm going to stay in. I'm not moving my stop. I like it where it's at. I don't mind. We're risking losing all the gains we made so far, but hey, whatever. House money, right? But if the market tomorrow at open in the US plays out similarly to how it's playing out now, I might just go ahead and buy a weekly put or maybe even a monthly. Don't know. Right at market open. I might do that. Depends on how this goes. If I get stopped out and it's on its way up or I wake up in the morning and I see it went back up to around like 56, 70 plus area around the previous high of day, I may just change my mind on that, but we'll see. And one thing, right? I'm not seeing the speed on these moves down as I am seeing on the moves up. That tells me no stops on these longs. That tells me this is all market manipulation going up here so far. As since I've been in, at least I haven't seen speed on these downward candles, telling me not many tight stops at all. And who's the only one that has tight stops? Retail, right? All the tight stops have been up top. All these green candles have been moving fast on low volume. That tells me retail is trying to short. Market maker keeps it up, you know? Because overall, we're still pretty bearish on the day from where we opened up. I mean, we did have that initial candle going all the way up here and then boom again. But it's been downhill ever since, really. And that's what I expect to see tomorrow is an initial push up, lots of buying, maybe lots of calls getting placed and puts getting cashed out or shaken out, and then we're going to come down. But not as fast. Not as fast. So I'm staying in this trade because I'm not seeing the RSI at the bottom just yet. I do expect this RSI to come down all the way to the bottom before this thing goes back up on us. And in case this is a true, reversal, I don't believe it is. To me, it just looks like a bear flag. Wide ranging bear flag, but hey, it still looks like a bear flag to me. And yeah, if we're still up higher on the RSI when we hit this bottom VWAP, I'm gonna stay in. I'm looking for like a $4,000-$5,000 trade right now. Once it breaks, I'm looking for this target area at least. And once the RSI gets down to oversold levels, then I'll be out. So I'm going to draw a little channel for you here. I'm going to show you how this trend has been broken on this bear flag. See? So I'm thinking market makers ready to let this happen already. Just let it go. Let it go already. You messed with us long enough, man. Come on. Let it break. Just let it break. But the thing that's concerning is we're losing volume on these last two candles. But still seeing rejection off of that lower channel, lower end of the channel here. So, I mean, it still looks good. We're not too oversold just yet. So this move still does have some momentum, I think. But I'm thinking this VWAP, this might just be the support that the bullies need. Don't know. Yeah, see. Maybe a little bounce off of this. I really wouldn't mind seeing a bounce. Because if it does come down through here, then we're definitely looking to take profit down here somewhere. But a little bounce off of this channel again, and then go down, then we're golden. Then we might possibly see lower levels. And maybe we'll just put a stop in and call it a night. Go to sleep. See where we're at when we wake up. I wish I knew how to program a trailing stop, but I just don't know how to do that on this platform. Maybe you can. I'm not sure. So still looking good on the RSI. We're testing the bottom band of the VWAP, and I think once that breaks, if there are retail traders in here, they will have their stops in this area. But looking like we might bounce. And every time I say a little relief bounce, it turns out to be like a huge move up. So who knows? Who knows? It would be disappointing to see this thing go negative right now. Maybe I should just exit. Maybe I should, but I just don't learn my lesson. I just don't learn. I want my revenge. I'm still confident in this idea, though. Bear flag, right? It's coming down to retest this level again. We did it once. We could do it again. So let's go. Let's see if there's any kind of new POC forming at all. See, that's the thing that's concerning too. Is still a big old D shape, basically. But at this level, we see more building. Yeah, it's just falling off this cliff. Not so sure it's going to happen anytime soon. Not just yet. That's what everybody's expecting, right? And that's why you see so many retail traders getting stopped out to the upside, and market maker just pushing it up. They got to shake them out of that idea, and maybe this bear flag convinced enough of them to do that, to where we can go down now. I don't know. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping. And this is where you could be a hero or a zero, right? Because on one hand, hey, if I lose 10 trades and only win one, but I wind up positive 9,000, great. On the other hand, if I'm so stubborn I can't change my mind and I get stopped out up there and lose all my gains over the past 2 weeks, then yeah, I'm a zero. You know what I mean? But am I? Nah, I think we're still alive. As long as you're still alive and you're still playing with money that you can afford to lose, you're okay. You know, stay positive. Don't get down on yourself. Every trade is new. Every trade is new. And again, the RSI was way up here when I did this. So if it wasn't way up here, if it was like down here, then yeah, no, I'd give up. Call it a night. But I saw a good opportunity because I still expect us to fall off the cliff here. I really do. Maybe we'll channel. Maybe we'll channel. We'll see. When we get down here, I do believe we're going to get down here. We'll see where our RSI is at. So the RSI is about to flip again, you know, keeping the momentum of this move. Have not seen huge green candles just yet, so I'm still feeling pretty confident. You know, a little bounce and then continue down. Now, when we get down to this level, it may just be time to cash out because this thing will probably turn red and be oversold if it does it quickly. It may do it slowly, you know, boop, 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 boop. Maybe in like another, oh boy, I don't know. Man, 5 minutes, right? Psh, Another 30 minutes to an hour. Man, painful. Painful. But I'm going to stick it out tonight because I want to see this play out. I want to just see my idea validated and I want to have it recorded. Either to show you, hey, just don't do this. Don't do what I did. This is a common mistake. This is how people blow their accounts. Or to show you, hey, stick to your convictions and just know when the market maker is playing you for a fool and know that that game's going to end soon and it's going to pay. I don't know. And learn your lesson. Don't be shorting when the RSI is under 30. Right? Don't do that. Bad idea. Even if you're expecting relief bounces, but look, isn't this a relief bounce? Sure it is. It's just on a way larger scale than you're prepared for. That's the only thing. I was expecting more like channeling, bouncing off this bottom for a little while. Getting that RSI just a little bit up and then going down. But I was totally wrong. No, they want to do a little fake out. They wanted to be mean about it. So, whatever. Who am I to argue? So that's a good sign for us, right? See that wick? See how it's rejecting off of this bottom channel? That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. That imaginary line being respected. That means, it shows me, like, hey, we're going down. Going down. But man, I should have gotten in up here. That's my biggest regret of tonight. Should have been quicker about it. Should have been on time. But I was taking a nap. Woke up a little late. But if I could have gotten in right here at 8 o'clock, we could have just been golden. We probably would have reaped the profits once this hit down here. But no, I came in late, and then started shorting down here looking for a big swing. I should have just known better, taken my profits. I did take a profit on one few of these trades, I think. That one, no, not even that one. That was our one trade night, which is ideal. I only have one trade winning trade, dude. The rest have been losers all the way on the way up on this bear flagger. Unfortunate. Really makes me an angry lion. That's why I'm in this trade right now. I want my dinner. I'm not gonna walk away hungry. Either I walk away full or I walk away dead. Whatever the case. We're gonna learn something tonight. And also, like tomorrow on my options, I'm gonna keep in mind, like, hey, dum dum, pay attention to the MACD. Actually, I think I'm gonna replace the MACD indicator. I use Robinhood Legends, because it's easy for me to look at it when I'm at my desk at work. I'm gonna replace that indicator with the RSI, and I'm gonna know, hey, do not be buying a put when your RSI is down here. All right, don't be buying a call when your RSI is up here. I'm going to know better to do that tomorrow. I'm going to be patient and wait for the indicator just to tell me, hey, this movement has lost its momentum. We're ready to go the opposite direction. And that's when I will put my trade in. Maybe a 0 DTE. I don't know. I'm feeling a little froggy at the moment, but I'm going to have to sleep on it. We'll see. I'll keep you updated if you watch. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. If it breaks that sloping support, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this because it's turning on me. We got plenty of room on the RSI to go back up. At the very moment, in the moment, it's looking bullish. I guess they want to play this, make this a channel for a little while. So I don't want to play that game anymore. I'll just cut my losses tonight if it breaks through. I need a little bit more than that. Okay. Seeing a little wick up top. I think we may be good. Maybe. Maybe. They're doing the flippy floppy game right now. But still, on this bounce up, seeing decline in volume just tells me it's a relief bounce. Hope I'm right. We just need to build it up a little bit to break through that bottom band like we did before. I just want to see a break. One more time. Just give me one more time. I'm not moving my stop yet. I'm just going to let this play. Let the children play. But man, this is so slow. So slow. I don't know. Looks like they want to keep it up. Come on down. Down here, you got market maker ready to buy again. Maybe, like they did over here. And up, down, and buying again. So, really don't know how much. I don't know. Maybe the market maker's ready to let this bear flag actually play out and just bring it on down. This bottom band, though, been really something. Been respected. Still seeing a decline on volume. It's the only thing. It looks like a relief bounce to me. I don't know. This is starting to converge. I think it'll flip. Next two candles, hopefully we see red. Really, it could go either way. It's just climbing up along that bottom channel. Maybe I just got this channel drawn wrong. Maybe this is it, really. Yeah, maybe that's it. There we go. Maybe that's more accurate. Okay. So we're at the bottom of this channel here. But I think we got enough strength, for, to go down. Seeing a good top wick here. Top wick here. This bottom, but no volume. That's just market maker again. And again, who am I to argue with the market maker, telling them which direction they ought to let this go? But I don't know. I think they've got enough buyers up here. Buyer here. People were probably buying down here. So I imagine we're going to see a drop pretty soon, pretty fast. Hopefully like this, just breaking through the bottom band of the VWAP on speed and volume. Hopefully. I don't know. But all the volume came in over here. See, I should have paid attention to that. Where was the volume? Greater on this legit like move down, or over here on this big doge? On the big doge. That shows you what? Hey, you got a lot of buy orders here. Aggressive liquidity coming in to move this thing up. Yet I still try to keep shorting against it. That's not wise. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to do that again. I got to remember this tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a make or break day for me on that small cash account. Because if I lose it, then I'll just have to re-up on payday. But I'm going to keep trying because I know one of these days it'll break through. And then I can probably start trading futures with cash instead of probably trade micros, instead of just options. I don't really like options that much, because theta decay, there are many ways to lose on options. The market maker, man, sometimes they just really mess you up. Whereas with the futures, at least you have a stop set and your contract's not going to lose value over time, you know? Except, they do expire like every few months, but you could always roll it. But hey, if you're on the winning side of it, then you're good. Just let it run, let it ride. And and I always want to be caught with runners going up, not down. Because down, again, you're very limited on your profits, but up, unlimited. So hopefully, maybe the ideal scenario would be, hey, I get enough cash in my account to where I can buy like one or two futures, like micro contracts, and just hold at the bottom for this bull run that's coming. That would be fantastic. That would be happy days. Happy days for me. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. All right. Now, we're going to look and see how this behaves down here. You know what? Oh, do I want to do it? No. I still want that $5,000 trade. I still want it to come down here. I'm expecting a retest of this. Maybe a little relief bounce again before we go down, but that looked good. We're seeing some support, but I don't think they want that RSI to get way down here too soon. I do believe we're going to dip down again to 21.27 on the RSI. Still looking bearish on this candle, so I'm holding. I'm not going to move my stop just yet. We're right there. Right there. There was an uptick on volume on that one. So a lot of bulls got stopped out, most likely. But we're breaking this bear flag for sure. It's playing out. Just need to play out more. Let's go. Let's go. Sticking to my guns. I'm not attached to this, okay? If I was, I would be moving this like crazy right now, or I'd just be getting out. But I'm not too attached to this. I'm attached to my idea, to the theory that yes, we do need to go down here again and probably break through it to the next floor. That's what I'm attached to right now. I'm not attached to these numbers, whatever. But I want to prove this idea because I think I'm right. And I don't want to end the loser with the right idea. That just sucks. Sucks being right and you still lose. Then you feel like a real victim, This is about empowerment right now. Oh, goodness me. Probably definitely not ready to do this with real money yet. This candle is about to close down here. I hope it closes below that VWAP. It kind of sucks. Could just be a fake out. Who knows? But the RSI is looking bearish right now. Got the purple under the gold. We are getting towards the bottom though. So maybe another little bounce. But this just looks like a dead cat bounce for the way down. Head and shoulders pattern, right? So when you see this hump, big hump, small hump, usually that indicates, hey, we're going lower. And we are. Okay, very good. Very good. I just wish this price action would move faster than it is. We're getting a lot of bottom wicks, which sucks. Ugh. But I think we still got enough momentum left on our RSI. Squeeze a little bit more out of here. And maybe I'm just too greedy right now. You know, it's a 1-to-1 trade right now. I could just take this. Let's look at the volume real fast, okay? So, big volume, but a lot of that was probably buying pressure. This one, I don't know, it's still looking good. We just begun too. 1 minute and a half, but it could just form a big old wick and come on back up. But I think this is a breakdown of this. You got head and shoulders and a bear flag. So this target price is looking better and better to me. I think our chances are good here. I think it's good. I think it's good. I think the RSI can come down a little further. Again, like right here, that is my exit point for sure. But I want to see, does this VWAP serve as resistance now? So we got a big wick forming, buying pressure coming back in. We're almost 3 minutes into this candle, larger volume. Our POC is still way up here, you know, so no POC flipping, which would be great. I mean, if we flip the POC down here, man, that would be awesome, but not happening, not enough volume. That could be an illusion though, too. I mean, look, where did all this volume come from? All this. I mean, craziness, right? People were freaking out, didn't know what to think. Or maybe that was just the institutions buying and selling together. I mean, who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna stay in this a little longer, just a little bit longer, because I'm expecting this to close under this VWAP, right? So when this candle closed under here, right, we had another big drop, and this is my target. So when this actually closes, I'm going to move my stop. I'm ready to move my stop like right here. Probably right at the top of this candle once this closes underneath it. And then we'll see where we're at. We got 45 seconds. Put this back up here for a sec. Just letting you know what my plan is. Because I still think we've got room to go. Next key level is right here. I think that's where it wants to go before anywhere else. So, and with our stop right here, it's right above the VWAP. So if there is a relief bounce, hopefully not like this, but if there is a little relief bounce, little dead cat bounce, I think our stop would be safe there. And we turn this into a winner. So right here. Now let's see what she does, right? I like that wick. It's looking good. Hopefully, we put some more pain on the bullies here. Care Bear stare. Let's go down. But yeah, I mean, this is craziness. I would not suggest doing it like this. I would suggest, yeah. Look, if you make mistakes early, maybe you just want to stop, don't trade, re-examine what you did wrong, and then take the rest of the day off. Come back, or maybe wait an hour or two. Come back, and don't make that same mistake again, trying to short when the RSI is way down here. You know? Like, definitely wouldn't be entering in a new position here with the RSI down here. But I do believe we still have a little ways to go. And I do believe that this thing will probably start, having a shade of red down here. I think that's how far this thing can go. I think this thing has legs. we've had an uptick in volume the further it went down. The buyers, or whatever, the buy orders are getting beat out. It looks like this VWAP bottom band is serving as good resistance right now. We got a good doge forming. So on a little bounce, right, after that big drop, you would expect a bigger bounce. Looks like it's holding up right now. Our stop is defended. So either we get stopped out and we're done, skis, or we get a big payday to end the night, which I'm hoping for the latter. It's looking like a good possibility, so hey, gonna let it ride. Yeah, look at that. All they want to do is just stop us out. There is more on this move, no doubt. But they stopped us out. We didn't lose as much tonight. Oh man, I so want to go back in. This is the true target. I so want to go back in. What time is it? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I do believe we can end this day green. Oh, okay. We're good. I do believe we can end this day green. I'm such a sucker. Such a masochist I am. Oh, come on. Because really, I mean, this does not look like a reversal. This looks like a dead cat bounce, just a fake out. Still convinced of that. Still convinced. If the RSI gets a little higher and we come up here, start bouncing off of here, I'm probably going to add to my entry and just move my stop up again. Because that's how confident I am in this overall idea. You know, well, that's what I'm thinking. Got a new channel forming. Tight channel. Go ahead and delete this. It's of no use anymore. It is a tight channel, but a channel nonetheless. You know? So we're at the top of the channel. RSI is just not where I want it to be, though. Otherwise, I would add to it right now. That's what I get for moving my stop down, though, to the top of this candle. But hey, and we still got back some of our losses, so no complaints. Win or lose, right? No regrets, just improvement. But I feel like I got something to prove right now. This is all emotion right here, folks. All emotion. I have something to prove. To who, I don't know. Nobody's watching right now, but I would like to end up green on the day, not red. Dang it. What? Oh, that was dumb. Man. My take profit order was legit. It stayed there. If the RSI was higher, I would go with that YOLO trade again. 4, risk it all for the biscuit. But RSI is not where, not ideal. So I'm just leaving a little bit of room. You know what? In fact, we're going to move this up a little higher. Right above here. See if it gets back to the VWAP again. Was that a losing trade that I accidentally did on the last one? Break even. Little mistake there. I should have just dragged it all the way down and then closed it. But oh well, live and learn. So I'm gonna DCA into this VWAP, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna DCA into it because I do still expect a big drop. I expect us to break this eventually. And then probably later, we'll go ahead and go up and, you know, there'll be a gap up on the SPY. I suppose people will be looking to close that gap to the bottom, and then market makers just going to keep on stopping them out, keep going up on the SPY. And then when that momentum dies like this or like this, that's when I will trigger my 0 DTE put. That's the plan. See, as I go along through the night, I develop a plan for the next day. So that's going to be my plan. Yes, sirree, Bob. I'm investing so much time into this, I might as well get some useful information, right? Formulate a game plan for tomorrow. We'll see what they're doing here. That big old candle at the beginning, totally artificial, man. Totally. And now we're brought up here to entice us, put that carrot on a stick. You know, oh, what about this fair value gap? This is a huge fair value gap down here. Don't you want it? And then you're like, yeah, I do. Okay, let's go. And then you get greedy, and then you could take your profits, but they know, hey, you're gonna get back in again, and they're just gonna stop you out. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for. Those kind of games tomorrow. Hopefully it pays off. I don't know. It's a make or break day. Either I come out winning a lot or I lose a lot tomorrow. But hey, it's okay. I'm willing to lose it all, whatever's in that small cash account. I don't care. It's fine. Money comes and goes. It always comes back if you have a job. So, as long as you're working. Working is the most important thing, people. Don't try to get rich quick. Just make sure you have steady income so that you can practice and like learn and have more chances. If you keep trying, eventually you'll succeed. Most entrepreneurs, they fail 100 times before they succeed even once. And once they succeed, though, they succeed. When that lion finally catches his prey, he's gonna feast, and he's gonna get stronger, and then he can move on. It's like a snowball effect. You just keep moving from there. Oh, come on. Come on down. We got room. We got room on the RSI. We still got like 19 more points before we're oversold, really. I think we got plenty of room. But we also got plenty of room to bounce up too. That's the scary part. But that's okay. Our plan is 6 contracts, right? YOLO play. And we'll just keep DCA and in. Our stop is plenty high. No problem. But I'm looking for that big move. So shoot, I'm almost tempted to just go ahead and go full bore again and just let this thing run again. But then that would bring my stop down, Then I would be risking more into blowing my account. Because once we reach 90K, that's it. I'm out. We reset. And we just chalk that up as a loss. Don't want to do that yet. Been on a roll, so let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. If the RSI was higher, we were at a better level. If that just like jumped up right quick, went up here, then I would probably go full bore again. But hasn't happened, so 2 contracts is good enough. If it goes up high enough, back up to here, just to test this. Yeah, if it goes back up here to test again, then yeah, I'll probably go ahead and add to my position, but not till then. Otherwise, we just see how far this goes. This is the target right here. Well, actually, down here in this range is the target. But if it comes down, and I see a good bounce and the RSI comes back up, then we'll go full bore again. Because I do believe overall, we got one more floor to go. And once we hit that floor, who knows where we're going. I got my next support outlined here, which is coming from where? It's right below the POC down here. Where is the true? Okay, of the previous day. Yeah. So really, this should probably move up a little bit. There we go. I was just going off of the candlesticks and stuff. But heavier volume up here in the past, so it's probably more accurate. Got another red candle forming, so that's looking good. Just started it. RSI is still pretty low though. I don't want to add anything. I just want to make up the losses and maybe gain a little bit on the night. That's my goal. And I'm giving myself till midnight. 30 minutes left. So, what, 6 more candles? 6 more candles, we'll see if we hit this target. I am happy though that we are still staying underneath this bottom band. And my entry's right there. So that's good. I'm going to do it. Add a little bit. Put our stop right here. See if we're good to go. I just did exactly like what I said I shouldn't do. But I really do think this is hitting it soon. There's not much more to go. And we will put our target price right here. Right there, 950. Should I? Nah, because if it breaks, man, it'll go. It will. Man, I'm probably going to regret that. You know what? Let's at least ensure this is a winner now. If it comes back on us, we'll go in again. Well, no, we won't, because the RSI is so low. Not yet. There it is. Okay, so now, man, we're so close. I almost just want to do a call. RSI is so low. But last time I did that, I still got stopped out. And it was just a really quick move. I still want to end green. Maybe I should just make the target right here. Let's see it come up a little bit. Up towards. My ideal entry would be the bottom band, top of this channel. See if it happens. I need that RSI to come up a little bit though. The momentum on this move is just kind of petered out. Yeah, probably should have targeted this VWAP. It could bounce higher. Don't want to do it though. The indicator is against me. No real edge right now. Either way, I want to try to make this a winning trade as much as I possibly can. So, kind of respecting this indicator here. Learn my lesson. But the trend, see, the RSI indicator says buy, but the trend says sell. So, mixed signals right there. Mixed signals. Okay. There you go. Want to see that? Come on, keep going up. Let's see this little bounce. There we go. I think this is good. No, not yet. We wait. Up to the VWAP. And hopefully breaks it. Then I'll go. Yeah, we'll go right here. I think this is all right. And we'll put our stop right up here again. And if it goes higher, we're going to add 2. Okay. All right. I think that's we can add. We're going to put it above the VWAP, actually above the POC. There we go. I think this is a good trade right here. Another more aggressive trade, but we're trying to end this on a green, so let's do it. It's all or nothing, man. All or nothing. In fact, I should have probably just went full bore 6. But hey, whatever. I like where our stop is. I like the RSI. Got room to go. We're going to think about closing down here. And that should end us green for the day. If I see another little bounce up here, I may just go ahead and add. And we'll risk it for the biscuit, buddy. 3,825. Why not? But I'm hoping that this just breaks the floor and off to the races we go. But you know, what I want and what the market maker decides to do are 2 different things most of the time. If it were up to me, I would just let this thing go up. I mean, if these are great companies, let them be great companies and let the price go up. Whatever. If people are willing to pay it, let them pay. You know? Whatever. All right. RSI is bouncing up a little bit. That's good. And I see a big wick to the top. That's another good sign. You know what? We're going to do it. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. And we're just going to go full bore and risk it all. Again, this is like, I'm done. Done with these little games. Tired of being stopped out. I want to play like the market maker. Oh man, might have been a really bad idea, but hey, I am a risk taker for sure. And if you're not a risk taker, you know, you never will really win. How do you think these people make these awesome trades? You know, they do go in very leveraged and they make big risks, and you're told not to do that, but do you really want to just be grinding every day trying to day trade? You know, I don't know, maybe you do. It's going to be a long struggle though, for sure, unless you're willing to loosen up a little bit, get detached from that monies, and just really make the risks that you need to make. You know, I hate seeing people putting their stop right up here all the time, like without profit either. That's a stop, right here. I'm gonna enter in and put my stop right here. And I'm gonna make a million trades and just pay the brokerage all these commission fees. Like, okay, man, if that's what you want to do, but most people don't succeed that way. I'm telling you. I mean, do that if you make a big win and you're playing on like $100,000 of house money now. Okay, yeah, all right, go for it. But I would say, if you're not there, just use what you got, and don't be afraid to use it all if you have to. I don't have to. It's just kind of emotional right now. I want to prove something. Yeah, it very well could be a very bad idea. I just don't know yet. But weakening momentum, right? Relief bounce. This is needed. Yeah, we got stopped out for a profit. But what I'm seeing is we're just getting ready to boop another dead cat bounce on down. Going back down towards the bottom band of the VWAP. I expect a break. Yep. And then we're going to go right through. Should I lock in the profits? Part of me wants to. Part of me does not. Part of me just wants to let this ride. 6 contracts, man. And if we actually break through this level, we're golden. And I do believe we have room for that momentum on that move. Lots of bulls got stopped out. Lots of bulls getting stopped out right now. So that shows me market maker is okay. We're going down now. We're done. Let's go down. We have got all the buyers we needed. Now let's do this. That's what that shows me. Bearish engulfing candle. Yes, less volume, but hey, we're only 2.5 minutes into this candle, and we're almost halfway on the volume. Should I lock this in? Yeah, why not? We'll lock in 325. Okay? That way, if we get stopped out, we'll just go right back in. And we'll look to DCA again. I'm going to trust the momentum of this move, that we're going to get down there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Keep going. That's a solid candle right there. No upper wick at all. Solid. Yeah, still got room. We still got room on this. Let's go. We got less than 2 minutes left on this. Yeah, there you go. You know you wanna. You know you want to. Man, should I close this out? I don't want to. I really don't. Let's move it down a little bit though. We'll follow this down. Right there. 775 at least on this one. Yeah. I'm still looking for oversold levels of like 21 or so. Same as here. That's what I'm looking for. Seeing a little bit of support, a little bit of bullish rejection there. All right, I'm going to close this out for 1,000. I think we're good. I still think we got a bigger swing, but looking to break this. It's 11:39. Did I sell too early? I'm not sure. I'm curious. I want to see how this candle closes out. If there's a big green candle that just rockets right up here above that VWAP again, I'm just gonna go full bore again and look for that. This is the true level right here. This is where we want to be. But we just lost too much momentum. I guess. I don't know. People playing games, man. I tell you. Let's see. Channel. That's probably the true channel. There you go. That's more accurate. So we're at the bottom of this channel right now. That's why I got out. And once it does break through here, it's going to pop right back up. But I'm hoping they just like shoot this back up above the VWAP. Then I'll enter in again. And I'll be ready with 6 contracts again. I'm so confident of this. Like, I'm willing to bet 4,825 on the next one. Really, I am. That's where I'm at right now. Crazy, crazy town. I don't know what we started the day at either. I think we're up like a few $100, maybe 500. I should probably just take it. Oh, there it goes. And look, it's just going to bounce right back up. We do have room though, man. We do have room. That's the tough thing. I should have probably just held on to it, but I saw that wick. I got scared. Oh, man. This actually might be a good long. I mean, if you're thinking about it, this VWAP would be the target. I do expect to bounce back up. Let's do that. Let's just reverse real fast. Maybe on, 2 contracts. I'm going to buy. Put our stop loss at a reasonable place. A little tighter. 375. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. Because I'm seeing less volume on this, right? And a bottom wick, bottom wick, bottom wick. Tells me, hey, we pierced this, but now we got to go back up for a relief. And my target is going to be right around there. Now I'm going to move my stop loss too. Keep it tight. Keep it profitable. See? Got a hammer forming. I'm thinking my idea is correct. And we still got a little bit of time. I'm giving myself till midnight. Because I am expecting a break and exploring this bottom floor here. But playing the bounce right now. Which is kind of dumb, maybe. But we'll see. I could reverse. Nah, I'm not going to reverse. Okay, let's see. Come on. Maybe I should have reversed my position. I really should just quit. Should just quit while I'm ahead. But I do expect a bounce. Yeah, okay. It's holding up. It's holding up. Come on. Bouncy bounce to the top of this channel. Come on. You know you want to. Boy. Boy, oh boy. Those bears, man. Those Care Bears, they smell blood. They smell blood. They're like, we're going to fill a gap. It's so funny watching this all play out, Especially like paper trading. It's like you're looking from the outside in now. You're really not playing with anything real. Yeah, it's just seeing how people's psychology works. They're like, I smell blood, and then market maker is just like, hold up, hold up. You see where the RSI is right now, and then we're gonna bounce up to the VWAP first, guys. Okay, and then they all get stopped out, and you see this green candle just go plow, and then we might bounce a little bit and then consolidate and then it'll drop when the RSI is like way up here. Uh, that's funny. It is humorous. But we're gonna keep an eye on this. I think, yeah, I think I think the momentum's out of this for now. I mean, looks to me like we're due for a bounce. It's been respecting that support so far. Hmm. Or how is the true channel formed here? I don't know. There is no true channel really. It's all just imaginary. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. It's really just this level here. Got to see how it plays out. I'm expecting this purple to flip up soon and a little bouncy bounce. We'll try to get out for a quick scalp. I'm thinking at least top of this candle to there. That's what I'm thinking. They tried to bust through, man. They really want it. They really want it. That's what I'm saying. Once the market maker lets them go, they're gonna go. This indicator be damned. Who cares? But do not know. Come on now. Do the thing. Do the thing. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we're still alive in this trade. Awesome. Was hoping for a bigger bounce than that, but maybe the next candle. We'll see. Our size is still pretty low. Looking for that purple to flip the gold. Uh, and looking for a lot of bears to get stopped out. Man, they were hungry for that, weren't they? Man, yeah, I might lose this one. Defend me, market maker, please. Help me out, please. You know we need a relief bounce. We need more buyers, market maker, don't we? Come on, defend me, please. Oh, defend me from these evil bears. They want to eat me. Don't let them do it. Man, fast price action. Just slow volume. Like, no retail traders are really playing right now. I mean, probably a few. When I say a few, I mean like, maybe a few thousand, 10,000s. I don't know. Oh boy. Wow. Real quick rejection there. I'm expecting this thing to pop. Like, at least to the top of this candle. And once it hits there, to the VWAP. I mean, look at this. Look at this gap. Come on. We got to recover that, right? And then we could go down, folks. Come on. And then we could go down. I'm tempted to just break even on this. Tempted, but not going to do it. We got quite a bit of time left on this candle. RSI is still pretty low, and we're at the bottom of this channel. But how legit is this channel? Maybe it's right here. Maybe it's the middle of the channel that we're looking at, really. I mean, this was kind of crazy, but... All right. There we go. Come on. You know what? We're going to put this at break even. Because either it's going up or it's not. Okay. It's not. I do want to make one more win in trade, though. I do. It's going to be a big order, too. I'm still on the short side. I really do think we're gonna go down. I just need this RSI to come up a little bit. Do I want to wait? Oh, part of me says no, but my pride says yes. Oh man, those bears, man, they want it. They want it. They do. Man, it's tempting to just go ahead and get in and put my stop right up here, but I don't know. I have no conviction on it right now. You know what? We're gonna DCA in. You know what? Whatever. We lose, we lose. If he dies, he dies, right? Because if it turns on me, right, the RSI will go up, which indicates to me, hey, more sellers will probably be coming in. But if it breaks, we got a good little profit. So, win-win in my eyes. Yeah, right. Just having too much fun. I think I'm getting addicted to this. Like I used to be when I was a kid playing video games till late at night to my own detriment. So a little bullish in golfing there. A big old wick up top. And rejecting off of the middle of that channel, which is probably the real resistance there. I don't know. I'm not sure. RSI is ticking up just a bit. But I don't know. It doesn't seem to mean much right now. It looks like we're just ready to bust through. But I've seen this happen too, where it's like down here and then all of a sudden, boop. Well, that's what happened at the end of the day, but that was a new session, so I'm not sure how legit that was. Still looking for a little bit more of a bounce before I add to my position. Otherwise, we'll just see if it drops. Because if it goes down here, that's a $1,000 trade, which will put us green 1,000 for the day, and I'll be happy with that. My philosophy is sometimes you just got to increase your risk, especially when you're convinced, you know, when everything is pointing down and you've just been getting stopped out the whole day, you know, you got to realize, hey, your risk isn't big enough. You got to move your stop up a little bit. Because this RSI on such low volume, it really loses momentum on these moves real fast. So these swings are going to be a little bigger, I guess. I guess. But I don't jest. Because the thing is, right, if you had a lot more volume in a big candle like this, it would actually be working like, you know, lots of up and down, lots of bids and asks being bought. So the RSI would just equal out, you know, which would give it way more momentum with more volume. But since we're on such low volume, you know, you lose a lot of momentum just on a move like that. So, but again, it's looking like a buy here to the VWAP. That's why I got my stop loss up so high and I'm ready to DCA in. RSI is pretty low, but it could go lower. Could go lower. Just don't know. There are a few retail bears down here trying to push it through, but I don't know what they're thinking. Market maker ain't gonna let it happen right now. Gotta wait for the bounce. Or at least a little sideways action for a while, you know? You know, like out here. And then we're going down. Oh, but who wants to wait that long? I don't. Ugh. That's why I'm hoping for a bounce to the VWAP. There we go. RSI's coming up a little bit. Let's build up the gas. Price is not moving at all. I don't even know if the volume's going up. What are we at a pause or what? 229. Okay, there we go. 239. Going up, up. That's good. That's good. We're in the 30s. I think 40s. We're going to be safe. Maybe we can add a little bit to our position again. And what I'm talking about is over here, the RSI. But yeah, sellers are exhausted right now a little bit. Just need to recover, catch our breath a little bit here. If we do pop down and we get into oversold, I might just quickly reverse my position. Get out for a little bit of a profit and look for a bounce to the VWAP. But it looks like we got a little sideways action going. Flatlining on the RSI. Just a little bit. There we go. Now, let's just reverse. Put our stop loss down here. I don't think it's going any further than that. Shouldn't. Now, I'm looking for this bounce, right? And then we're going to reverse again. Hopefully, it goes up high enough to where the RSI is in a better spot. But we'll see. Looking to be above 5,000 today. Just need a $100 profit. But I'm really still confident that we're going to be breaking through. Like, we're just waiting, man. Those bears, well, they want it. We just got to get a little relief bounce first, you know? There we go. All right. I mean, that's looking a little better. Some bears got stopped out, I think. Ah, shoot. No, I'm gonna let it ride, man. Let it ride. We're down here. Come on. Just bounce up already. This is what I call the lion trading right here. Quick scalps, reversals. Oh, okay, I'm getting out. $50. Let's just see what it does. I'm thinking it's still going to be a little higher bounce to the VWAP. But man, it's taking a lot of time. A lot of time. When it gets to the 40s, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and start DCAing into a short position. Right here. That's what I'm looking for. We just need a little bit more momentum to actually get some meat on this move here. $49.50. We're ending on a positive note. Our revenge trade paid off. But I don't think we're done yet. I think we still got to break through. I mean, we're basically there. It's just no more sellers, you know? So what do we need to do? We need to stop them out, come up here, bring the RSI up into the 40s level. There we go. Let's do that. Hit 40. I'll put this up above the VWAP there. And yeah, we'll see. If it gets up higher and the RSI climbs up a little bit higher, we will go ahead and DCA in. I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit, baby. Looking for a big win today. Not gonna play softball anymore. Playing hardball now. All right, so here we go. It's coming up. 45. You know what? I like it. I want to add. Gonna add to it. Building up the gas. The middle of the VWAP is way up here, though. You know what? Risk it for the biscuit. So we'll see. If it hops up here, I'm going to be looking for, I mean, I don't expect it to go up higher than that. And because we're looking. The Bears, we're looking. The Care Bears they're salivating right now. It's right within their grasp. I mean, look. Boom, right? Nothing. Just free fall. So they're going to be trying hard for that. Let's see if they succeed. I'm rooting for them. Okay. If the RSI does indeed hit up here, 60 above, I will add my last two contracts and then I will put my stop and risk everything and then we'll wait again. Boy, I probably shouldn't though. It's 12:05, man. This is rough. Oh, this is rough. But hopefully it just comes down now. I learned my lesson though. I'm not going to do it because we're right in the middle. We could go either way. I mean, last time it just bounced all the way up to the VWAP. Could just form another bear flag, you know? Who knows? I'm hoping not though. And as soon as I get some profit on this, I'm going to lock it in because I'm scared. But we are at the top of this channel, right below the bottom band of the VWAP, which it's kind of been bouncing off of. I don't know. It's really not acted as much resistance, but had a little spike above that. We'll see. We'll see. Big volume on that, but most of it was probably just buying. A lot of bears got stopped out. But I think we're in a better spot. I think the next one, we're going to be breaking through this hard. All right, we're in the 50s on the RSI. Bouncing off that VWAP, so you know what? This is at 6. And we're going to leave our stop up here. And come what may, you know what? All or nothing. Really. I really want a big win. So, what are we up right now? 49.50. Big stop for big profit. Let's go. Where's my stop? Nowhere in sight. But hey, you know what? If we break even, we've learned a lot tonight, and tomorrow we'll just reset and start over again. We haven't really blown the account yet, so blown account number will still stay at 0 if we lose this trade. I don't think we'll be losing this trade anytime soon. I think we'll be able to lock in some profit real quick. It's going back down to here. I mean, it's just a matter of time. The RSI is flipping. There we go. We're looking. All right. Let's just go ahead and move this down. Let's lock in 250. All right. And let's just see about the momentum of this move. Nope. Nothing. All right. Man, I do want to go back in again. I so do. Oh boy, do I want to. Yeah, we're doing it. I don't care what the people say. I might regret this actually. What are we at? We're above 5,000 now, aren't we? Or we were 5,125. Yeah, this will be the last trade. I'm gonna leave this, and we're gonna make a. Oh boy, oh boy. That's the thing. This could turn on you real fast. It can. It can. Really can. But look, we're getting good rejection, man. And look, we got volume, but look at these wicks. You know? What does that show you? That most of this volume has just been, recovery, trying to relief bounce here. I mean, lower highs, lower lows. Still pretty confident in this movement. Mm, man, do I want to try it again? Do I want to do it again? I think we're pushing our luck. I really do. Yeah, we're pushing our luck. I'm getting out. $75 loss. I'm happy with it. Look, we're above 5,000 tonight. I'm going to let it rest. I mean, yeah, pushing our luck, man. Yes, the RSI is up higher, but man, not really as high as I would like. This thing could break through and hit the VWAP and just do all kinds of crazy stuff. Go back to this POC, flip it. There is no new POC form down here at all, you know? So what does that tell me? We may not be even exploring these areas just yet. Maybe tomorrow. I mean, maybe in the morning, but probably not yet. I'm gonna have to give it up. I was hoping it would break through, and I imagine a lot of traders were tonight that we would just break through all the way to hell. I guess I don't know, but yeah, I'm not so sure it's gonna happen. Not with all the support I'm seeing by the market maker. I think they want to bring it up, get some more buyers. People are probably thinking about going long now. This could be a reversal right here. I mean, look at this candle. This could be a legit reversal. You got a big old gap, fair value gap here. Once you break that VWAP, yeah, I would be thinking about actually going long, targeting up here, at least the VWAP or this level. So I am done for the night. Our revenge trade did work out in the end, so woohoo! The lion eats tonight, and now I got to go to sleep. So thank you for anyone that's watches these videos right now. Probably nobody. Can't wait to get 50 subscribers and just do this live. That way I don't have to edit videos and all that. Just leave it be. Let it be lives on my channel. But until then, this is 18 Trading Strategies signing off.